This amazing object is a carved and gilded bedrail that came from around one of the beds belonging to Charles II. Bedrails are very important and unusual, partly because they've all disappeared. They were a part of the kit of being a king back in the 17th century that would have been put up around the king's bed with a little gate at the front to allow very important guests to come into an inner sanctum around the king's bed. This object's incredibly rare. It has figures all over it, flowers and fruits and animals. They do suggest strongly that this is an object associated with love, perhaps marriage and perhaps future childbirth. So perhaps it is an object associated with a happy time in Charles's life when he had just married his queen Catherine of Braganza. And it's possible it was even made to celebrate their honeymoon. It really hasn't been touched since it was brand new. So after more than 300 years, it was looking a little bit the worse for wear. And now we're in the middle of conserving the object and preparing it for its first display in an exhibition, to be followed by hopefully putting it around the bed itself once again.
When we first saw the panels, they were in very, very poor condition. The gilding layers had started to lift from the surface and were extremely crumbly and very delicate and in a condition where we could not handle the panels really at all. Our first process is to apply quite a weak solution. The consolidant literally goes in underneath the flakes, and as it dries, hopefully it pulls it back down onto the timber surface so that you've regained stability. I mean, sometimes the flakes are ½ an inch away from the timber surface, and to get them uncurled and placed back into the correct position and stable, that's been the biggest challenge for us. We're not altering in any way the surface, we're not adding any more gold, we're not colouring out the losses, we are leaving it really exactly as it is, so it is a purely conservation job. The point is that when we've all finished our work, they will be safe and stable and will be able to be handled and will be able to be put on display for people to see them because they're so beautiful.
You start on the easier areas which look more stable, so you start to understand the surfaces a bit more, and then you can go into the harder, more delicate areas. You need a lot of patience and concentration in order to keep focused and in order to remember where you've been.
When we finally conserve this amazing object, we'll feature it first in an exhibition, and then after that we're hoping to put it around one of our own historic beds in the palace. This bedrail's never really been seen by the public. There's nothing else quite like it in the world. It'll be another aspect of the amazing stories around Hampton Court Palace.